Want to see what's inside my A5 Filofax Domino Soft Planner? Well, keep watching and let's do a planner flip through.
Hi, I'm Mariane. Through my own planning, habit tracking, well-being and budgeting, I hope you find inspiration for your own planning. For today, I will show you what planner inserts I have in this planner, as well as the different sections I have broken them down into. Now, this planner is a supplementary planner to my day-to-day one, which you saw in part 1 of this planner flip through series. The pages I have in here are those that I only look at either once a day or once a week. This is the A5 Filofax Domino Soft Planner in the color Orchid. Now, as a Filofax ambassador, you can take advantage of my coupon code, so do check the description below for the link and details about Filofax. I have this macrame rainbow charm attached to it, which actually beautifully ties in with the colorways of my other planners. I made these myself. I do have a few already made, and I'm deciding whether to make them available now that there's less restrictions to shipping services. Let me know in the comment section below if there's any interest in planner accessories like this. This Domino Soft Planner has a soft faux leather cover, elastic closure, inside pocket at the front, an inside pocket at the back, as well as a notepad pocket. This one is from the Filofax Garden series. So let's have a look at what I have inside. Now, do mind the glare. I do have overhead lamps right above, so I'll try and make sure it doesn't glare too much for too long. So this planner sheet came with the Filofax, and it's good because it helps keep these task cards in place when I have my planner closed. Now, these are my task cards. So task cards essentially are sticky note flags that you can put on your daily or weekly page. So instead of having to write down these routines or habits daily, you can just pop them on your page to remind yourself that you got a journal, you got to read, or whatever it is that you do on a daily or regular basis. So this is my AM routine task card, my PM routine task card, cleaning schedule, and self-care prompts. I made these using laminating sheets, sticky note flags, and a label maker. You can watch that video up here to see how I made them myself. And also these, does it come off? No. These clear pockets here are also made from laminating sheets, and that video too can be found right up here. Now, I keep them in this planner now, as I don't refer to them as often because I do like to write my tasks either daily or track them on my habit tracker. So I just keep them here as a reference, and it's just nice to have at the front of my planner. The next pages I have is my future log. So I do have a divided tab right in the middle. So these clear divided tabs that I have on the side, at the bottom and at the top allows me to refer to the page I need very quickly without having to flip through all the pages to find what I need. So this one is the future log. Once again, made from laminating sheets, and the video can be found up here. So a future log is a great way to write down all the important dates and events for 2022. So here on a 2-page spread, I have January to June, and then we have July to December. So I make a mark on the important dates with a Kuretake Zig Clean color dot marker. So I do use different colors. Some of these are color coded, and some just picked a random color that would be close to what type of event or task or appointment it is. So here you can see January 3rd was my 46th birthday. We have school holidays, start and finish of school, wedding anniversary. So then what I do is whenever the time or the month is coming up, so for June, when I update my June calendar, all these dates I can then migrate onto my calendar, and then that way I don't miss out on any important dates, appointments or events that's coming up. Now, the next 5 planner inserts are my fun trackers. Now, I did make this cover just so then when I flip to this, it's not, you don't go straight to the next planner insert. I'll make this one available in my freebies section of my website, mariannecresp.com. So I'll have the link below and just make this available as a cover page for any trackers you have. So then that way there's just a simple cover. Now the things I track and that I have my bottom clear divided tabs are for my Instagram, movies tracker, books tracker, TV shows, and my 52 weeks savings challenge. So let's have a look at each one. So let me just remove that so it's not glaring. So here, this is my Polaroid tracker. For the printable download I have, you have a version that has the Instagram tracker. So if you are on Instagram and you want to track your followings, you have that version. There is also a version that's blank at the top, so you can write in anything that you want to track that's measurable, whether it is savings tracker, sinking funds tracker, or paying off debt tracker. So it's versatile for whatever you want to track. So the way I do it here is I mark down how many followings I have on Instagram and then the date that I reach that. So it's just a really good way for me to see progress, and it's one of those things that, you know, is a great thing to track. The next one is I have my movies tracker. So here are these blank clappers. So what I do is once I finish watching a movie, I go on Google, look for the movie still, copy it, put it in a Word document, and then custom format the measurement to fit the rectangle. And I just print it out, cut it, glue it, and then put the date of when I watched that movie, and then I just color in the black and white striped clapper itself, so then it just stands out that I watched those movies. So I need to go and make sure I watch a movie soon, because I haven't watched one since April. Now the reason why I like to track things like this, well, it's fun, and I used to do it in my bullet journal back in the day, so I'll have a shot of that so you can see how I used to track movies tracker. So tracking the movies I watch is a great visual to see if I'm taking some time off to do fun stuff and to do stuff with the kids or the husband and watch movies with them. So sitting on the couch together, eating popcorn and laughing or crying or whatever the movie is together. The next one is my books tracker. So same thing again, once I finish reading a book, just go and find the book cover, put it in Word document, or you can also do it on PowerPoint, and then just customize the size to fit the rectangle of the books right here. And then once you finish reading, I then add the date that I finished reading it. So again, a great way to track if you are nurturing your mental or intellectual area of focus. It's also a good way to see how many books you've read for the year, or if you've set yourself goals like read one book a month. And then I also have another planner insert, which is my reading list. So this one really is just the name of the book, who the author is, the day I started reading it, and the date that I finished. And then I give the book a rating. So if anybody asks what did I think about a particular book, I can let them know, and the 5-star rating can remind me if it was a great one, a good one, or not so good. Then we have my TV shows tracker. So this was a fun way. I remember doing this back in, I'll put the date on the screen and the bullet journal page that I was tracking TV shows. And so it's just different doodles of different style, old style TVs. Apart from that one, it's a flat screen. And then I just write down what TV show it is, and then mark in circles how many episodes per season. So it's a great way to track which episode you're up to. But majority of the time, my husband and I binge watched these seasons, and really it's just in case I do watch a TV show and need to keep track of what episode we're up to. Again, another fun way to see how well you are taking time out and enjoying some self-care time. For me, it's also a good reminder to watch more shows with my husband. It's just nice to sit next to each other and again, comment or laugh or cry together watching the different type of shows. So not only is this a fun way to track the TV shows you watch, but it's a good bird's eye view, for me anyway, of how much
time I'm spending watching shows that we both like to watch, and it just nurtures that togetherness through the fun way of planning. So let me just pop these back. So the clear divider tab video that I have, you can replace laminating sheets with printed paper or cardstock. I like that it's clear. The reason for that is it doesn't obstruct your view of the other side of the page. So if this was a printed cardstock or paper, you won't be able to see the full spread of the planner insert. So that's why I do like using laminating sheets. But of course there are many sellers out there that do sell clear divided tabs, but I love do-it-yourself stuff. So where were we? The final one on this fun tracker page of mine is the 52-week savings challenge. So the idea of this is every week you save an amount that's here, so from 1 to 52, and by the end of a year you would have saved $1,378 or replaced with whatever currency you're saving. So traditionally you would save the amounts in chronological order. So week 1, save $1, week 2, save $2, week 3, save $3, and so on until you get to the last week of the year, $52 for the 52nd week, and then you would have a total of $1,378. Now I did try this challenge a couple of years back and I did it in that order. But what I found is as you went along throughout the year and the amount gets more and more, when there are times when the budget is too tight and you can't afford to save $29 for the week, then you miss that, saving that amount, and then once you miss a couple you sort of don't do the rest. So what I do is I pick a random number. I try and save the highest possible number first if the budget allows. So then that way when the budget is tight for particular weeks, I have the smaller amounts available. So then at least I feel accomplished. I saved, $1 this week. And the great way with the 52-week savings challenge is it helps build your savings muscle. So you can actually half the amount. So if you know you can't save $1,378 for the year, you can maybe do the first week, $1 divided by 2, so 50%, save 50 cents, save $1, save $1.50. So customize it to your own need, and then that way you're not feeling like, I can't save that. It's not about the amount you're saving, essentially. It's about building that habit of putting money aside each week or each month or whatever the duration, your savings challenge that you've given yourself. And also if you are saving anything, make sure it's for a goal, not just you're saving something. So if you're saving for a new planner, if you're saving for stationery, if you're saving for home deposit, if you're saving for electricity bill, whatever it is, make sure that there is a goal for your savings challenge, and don't just save, because then it'll sit there, there's no particular purpose for it, and then you'll dip into it. So then the next one, I just have my victory log. So I'm going to be putting my completed victory logs here. So this is one of my latest planner inserts that I created. Sometimes you concentrate too much on, maybe if you're having a hard day, that the day was really crap, you weren't having a good day, you're in a bad mood. But the victory log, or just finding one little win or one good thing about a day, gives that dopamine hit and makes you feel a little bit better thinking about what is it today that was a win. And it doesn't have to be big accomplishments. It could be that the train was on time today, that you got a seat on the train, that you were the first in line at the coffee shop. So whatever it is, just have a think, whether it's at the end of the day or the beginning of the day and you're reflecting back on the previous day. What was it today that was a win? And it's one of those things that, like writing your gratitude logs, a really good way to focus on some good stuff, even though sometimes there's quite a few bad things happening in the world. It's a good way to reflect on some happy moments. So I started this on May 9th, and so that's 9 to the 15th, May 16th to the 22nd, and my current week is in my day-to-day planner. So then the other things I have here, so this divided tab, what is it? is for my goals. So these are just planner inserts that I have that relates to goals. So my wheel of life, so my 2022 goals, just a reflection. As you can see, I haven't done May. The other ones I have archived and rubber band together. So this will be, I guess, any goals that I set that's the most current. So I'm not too sure what else I'll put here for the moment, but I wanted to make sure I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided tabs on the side. And so for the moment, it's my after the pen goals. The next 3 are my list of stuff. So I have list of stuff, projects list, and someday maybe. So I read the book by David Allen, How to Get Things Done, and the methodology of getting things out of your head and down onto paper, because your head is not a storage system. You want to have enough room for creativity, and you don't want to overload it with things like I gotta go and pick up the dry cleaning. So list of stuff essentially are things that doesn't belong where it is at the moment, whether it's in your head or if it's something physical. You know, you've got baskets of things that's sitting on the hallway that needs to go somewhere else. So stuff are things that don't belong where they are, but you don't know yet what to do with it or what outcome. Things like I said, I need to go and put stuff away that's currently sitting on my hallway floor, but I don't have time or don't know when to do it, what to do with it. So I put it down on my list of stuff. So then that way I review these lists once a week. There's no point writing it down and then you don't check it ever again. And so make sure that if you are going to use how to get things done methodology, that you have a trusted system that you can jot things down on and that you're going to review regularly. So I do have my color coding here, but on this planner insert you can write whatever it is that to call, to delegate, to email, whatever it is. So have a bucket of collection for your stuff. So then that way it's a lot easier for you to allocate it to your daily or weekly or monthly planner. So what I normally do is I pick 1 to 2 items per category, and then I write it down on my daily, weekly or monthly to action it. And then once a week I will, all the things I've completed, I will go and cross off. So here my color coding is pink is for me, yellow, what was yellow? I think I've changed this a few times. I think yellow is my side hustle. Yes, yellow and orange are my side hustle, and I think Instagram and YouTube. I can't remember, I've moved it to my content planner now. Green is for planning and budgeting stuff. Purple or lilac is for family and home stuff, and blue is for my boys or their school stuff. So that's my list of stuff, my projects list. So again, according to David Allen's How to Get Things Done book, a project is essentially something that has more than one physical action step. If something that you need to do or complete has more than one step, it's considered a project. So it's not the traditional project that you would normally think of, but projects list is, all right, if you can't get it done in one step, then it's considered a project. So I would put a project list here. Some of the things here are YouTube video, script it, film it, edit it. So it's not something that you can do in one step. So once I've completed it, I just cross it so then I can clearly see what's left over with the 2-page spread and some of the stuff, a lot of online courses. And then finally I have the someday maybe. So it's essentially the same as the list of stuff, but it's for things that are not within the immediate future. So for me, learn the ukulele, go to the snow, go to Hawaii, climb Harbour Bridge. And again, I categorize them based on my color coding. Okay, the next few pages. So I have the top tabs I have for these. So I use the Carpe Diem tab sticker pad, and I just the blank ones I just cut to size so I could fit 4 in and then label them. So I have budget goals, challenges, last month planner insert, and next month planner insert. So let's have a look what I have in my budget goals. So these are some printables from the Budget Mums Budget by Paycheck workbook. So that's just the cover, financial plan, goal worksheet. So what's on my goals for 2022, my oldest school fees, family holiday, home deposit. I've what's this, a 5-year goal and a 10 to 15-year goals, and yearly saving goals and events. So how much am I wanting to save, how many months left, when is the due date. So yeah, all of this you can find from the Budget Mum's Budget by Paycheck workbook. So I bought the printable version and printed it on A5 size. Again, yearly savings tracker, yearly spending tracker, yearly balance overview, net worth tracker. I think this one, I'm not sure if it's part of a free resource library. Last year or 2021's yearly spending overview. So this is a really good way to manage your budget, to see if you have to increase or decrease what you budgeted for each category. So I know, for example, grocery, I think at the beginning of 2021 started out at $225, we increased it to $235, and now we're at $250 because our boys are growing and eating us out of house and home. So more sinking funds from the Budget Mom. Some of these are from the Budget by Paycheck workbook, and some of them are from her free resource library. I'll have all the details in the description below. This one is from Heidi Nash of debtfreecharts.com. So I think this one was a debt tracker. I can't remember, but I amended it and put home deposit instead. So each one of these steps is $500. So we're past the halfway mark. We live in Sydney here in Australia, and it's one of the most expensive places to buy a house. So who knows whether we will be able to buy a house in the very near future. But that's still our goal of ours, is to try and put some money aside. So hopefully we can find a place of our own very soon. Alright, so the next tab here are challenges. So sometimes I like to print out different challenges that I come across. So these ones are from the imum.com. So just different mum challenge. I think I did this one a couple of years back. So I'll check back on my bullet journal. So just little focus, ask your child's opinion, encourage your child today. So as a mum of 2 boys, sometimes I know I don't, but I feel like I'm just always constantly yelling at them. So I make sure that I have intentional act of kindness towards them. So then that way, I just want to make sure that later down the track, they don't remember their tween years as mum yelling at them all the time. Majority of the time, mum does, but so more different, and these printables are free. Again, imum.com. So bucket list, mother and son bucket list, love your child challenge, 30-day encouragement challenge, 30-day pillow talk challenge with hubby, 14-day kiss your husband challenge, marriage challenge. So just some ideas that I printed out and note down on my tracker as part of the area of focus is for family. So making sure I am doing intentional act of kindness towards my family. Other challenges, so Blogilates workout challenge, and I think that's it. So the next 2 are last month's planner inserts. So this one, again, you can find a flip through of this in my part 1 A5 planner flip through up here. So this is my bullet journal planner bundle. So you got a monthly cover that's blank, you can customize yourself. Calendar. Oh, this one is the bullet journal style planner bundle. So calendar, habit trackers, mood and sleep trackers, wheel of life tracker, gratitude log, and then vertical style bullet journal page, weekly page, as well as horizontal style. So I change it up a bit. I have 2 different bullet planner bundles. So when there's a month that doesn't have any particular set appointments, this was during Easter and school holidays, so there wasn't really anything set that I needed to do each day. So I wanted to have a creative weekly spread. So yeah, check out that video I think I go through a little bit more on how I create each page. So then just printed some of my morning journal pages. So this is to note down in the morning how I feel, why I feel that way, how to make myself feel better, and what I'm grateful for. Some self-care or break checklist. So you should be taking 3 types of breaks at the same time. So that's to avoid burnout: macro, meso, and micro. So macro, every month you need to take half or a full day off. Meso is every week take 1 to 2 hours off, and micro is several times a day take a few minutes of break to avoid burnout. Monthly budget worksheets for April. So this is my zero-based budget worksheet, my expense trackers, the Budget Mums Where Did My Money Go worksheets, and these are just my sales tracker that I had for January, February, March and April. And then finally next month's blank pages. So with June coming up, I'll be moving this soon into in the previous planner flip through, it was my pop organizer, and currently I'm using my A5 Filofax botanical organizer in the color blue. But for June I may go into my A5 Molden. So I received this one recently, so I might move things over into this planner for June. So, and what else do we have here? This stencil came with the pop organizer, so that was one of the things that was part of the planner inserts. And all A5 organizers come with the top opening envelope. This plastic sheet, again, I think, or this one was the plastic sheet that came with this pop organizer, and the garden notepad is sold separately. So apart from the Molden, all these other Filofax planners, notepads, and erasable pen, you can get 10% off using my discount code Mariane Cresp at selected Filofax site. And that looks really quite pretty, doesn't it? So I am obsessed with my A5 planners. Now, if you found value in this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. And hit that bell to get notifications of when I upload new videos. And if you have any feedback, comments, or questions, make sure to write them down in the comment section below. I do appreciate you, and I thank you so much for taking some of your time to watch my videos here on YouTube. Now you can follow me on Instagram for daily posts, reels and stories, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye. Oh hey, what do you think of my background? Is it okay? Is it too busy, too much? Let me know in the comment section below. See you next time. Bye-bye.